Lost Word of Jenny, Tokyo Tower, 2021, directed by Hitoshi Ono and Kazuya Shiraishi, is an upcoming Japanese romance comedy film was released due to postponed schedule on April 9, 2021. Japanese illustrator, Lily Frankie as Jerry the Magical Het, is a role similar to Barbie which is a cameo appearance. Also people searched such as Hiroki Hasegawa, Kotaro Yoshida, Eri Fukatsu, Natsuki Kawamura, Joe Dajiri, Pierre Taki, Ilaiza Ikeda, Masami Nagasata, Masahiro Fukuyama, Yaeko Uchida, Suzuki Matsuo, and Sasaki Komatsu, which crews such as Hirokazu Korida, Hitoshi Ono and Kazuya Shiraishi. Also featuring actors such as Shimun Kyung, Kiichi Nakai, Yasuaki Heroes, also known as Hiro, Tokyo Amato, Tomorawo Taguchi, George Takoro, Tatsuo Watanabe, Mina Hori, a girl group of Najizuka 46, Kanichi Ando, Tetsuji Tamayama, Goto Utaro and Jun Murakami. The Barbie doll failed in its introduction to Japan in the 1960s, but the longtime American favorite has been a hot item in the *80s. And that success has produced a bitter legal battle between Japan's two biggest toymakers, which are in court trading charges of unfair competition and breach of faith. Takara Limited, Japan's number 2 toy manufacturer, is suing a joint venture between Mattel, Barbie's American maker, and the Japanese toymaker Bandai Company Limited. Takara had sold Barbie dolls, altered to Japanese children's taste, under license from Mattel from 1982. But Mattel abruptly terminated that agreement in January, because it felt Takara was not trying hard enough to sell other Mattel toys, and was leaking Mattel secrets to another American toymaker. Now Takara claims Mattel and arch-rival Bandai cloned their new Barbie doll from the Barbie that Takara spent 19 months and 100 million yen, about $590,000, developing. Bandai, Japan's top toymaker, began marketing the Barbie last month through the joint venture, and maybe a corporation. It has exactly the same thing as our old Barbie, so we sued under the unfair competition prevention law, says spokesman Shusuke Kubota of Takara, which changed the name from Barbie to Jenny. Not so, says Fred Tang, managing director for Mattel Asia Limited. We promised Takara to make a different doll. And we did, he said in an interview. If you ask a young girl, if they re different she'll say yes. If you ask her, if they re similar she'll say yes. There is a kind of similarity, 2 arms, 2 legs. Things turn sour with Takara's 1984 toupe with Hasbro, the top US toymaker, to market the successful Transformer robot toy series in the United States. Mattel worried that Takara could leak Mattel secrets to Hasbro, its chief rival. Mattel approached Takara several times from 1983 to 85 to form a joint venture company to sell Barbies, but each time Takara refused. Tang said Takara probably cared less about the 4.5 billion yen $26 million worth of Barbies it sold in 1984 than the 28 billion yen $165 million worth of Transformers it sold to Hasbro the same year. Kubota insists that Mattel toys didn't succeed in Japan. Takara tried, Masters of the Universe, Birdie Bird, Helicopter, Pop-Up Pictures? He says. But they just didn't sell? Mattel says Takara didn't try. Figures such as Masters of Universe, He-Man, need stories on television to sell, but Takara never tried to get it on TV. Tang said. In January, Mattel abruptly ended its agreement with Takara and said it would sell in Japan a new Barbie. Takara's lawsuit seeks to halt MABA's Barbie production. Tang, calling the suit a lot of nonsense, notes that the new Barbie is 1 centimeter taller and twists and bends at the waist. Miyuki Ishii, a toy sales clerk at Ginza's Matsuzakaya department store, said, I can't tell the difference. Jenny seems to be selling better, but not many people seem to know there is a new Barbie. Takara and Mattel also are sparring over the dolls. Ad campaigns. We especially object to the ad, Barbie has come back from America? Kubota says. They make it sound, as if our Barbie wasn't the real one. Takara Barbie differs from a Western Barbie. Takara Barbie was altered to better appeal to Japanese preferences, with a shorter height, large rounded manga-style eyes and a closed mouth. The doll's physical figure is more natural than the Western Barbie's exaggerated figure. Like her Western counterpart, Jenny wears a large variety of outfits, which often include street fashion, school uniforms, kimono, and other uniquely Japanese costumes, such as bullet train schoolwardess Jenny. Today the Jenny doll is a sentimental favorite doll in Japan, but she is much less popular than Lika-chan, Japan's market leader fashion doll. Prior to 1986, the doll was known as Takara Barbie. In 1986 Takara ended their licensing agreement with Mattel, and, as they owned the rights over the Takara Barbie's design, came up with a new name for the doll. The explanation given for the name change was that Jenny was the name of a character Barbie portrayed in a play, also titled Jenny. The play was a success and Barbie had become so associated with her character's name that she decided to change it to Jenny. Jenny's boyfriend was renamed from Takara to Jeff.
You are my deepest ocean. Jenny!
Jenny is a 10-inch fashion doll produced by Japanese toy company now known as Takaratomi Tomy, since 1982. The doll was known as Takara Barbie, and in 1986 the doll was renamed Jenny, after Takara ended their licensing agreement with Mattel.
ジェニーのファッションテーマはクール。 LA のファッションをベースにパンチのある要素を出してかっこよくまとめたスタイル。ヘアメイクはエクステをつけたクールなロングヘア。クールスタイルジェニー。
Nominees for favorite male soul R&B artists are
Babyface, Kevin Campbell, and the artist formerly known as Prince.
and the winner of this is
Man, that is sealed. Okay.
Babyface.
Well, I don't believe it. This is a pleasant, very pleasant surprise. I didn't expect this. This has been a great year for me, and I can just say God's been looking out for me, and I want to say thank you to God first of all, and I want to say thank you to my beautiful wife Tracy for the support there. I'm blinking. And let me say thank you to all the fans and everybody that's voted for me. I love you all. Thank you.
White was overweight for most of his adult life and suffered from related health problems. In October 1995, White was admitted to a hospital as a result of high blood pressure. In August 1999, White was forced to cancel a month's worth of tour dates owing to exhaustion, high blood pressure and a hectic schedule. In September 2002, White was hospitalized with kidney failure attributed to chronic diabetes mellitus and high blood pressure. While undergoing dialysis and awaiting a kidney transplant in May 2003, White suffered a severe stroke, which forced him to retire from public life. On July 4, 2003, White died at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles at the age of 58. His remains were cremated, and the ashes were scattered in the ocean off the Californian coast. Tisdale died on May 15, 2009, at St. John Medical Center in Tulsa, where his wife had taken him when he had trouble breathing. She later confirmed that he died after his esophagus ruptured following radiation treatments for his cancer. Tisdale's agent described his death as a great shock and noted that Tisdale had been planning to go into the recording studio the following week for a project with jazz guitarist Norman Brown. In 2003, Charles had successful hip replacement surgery and was planning to go back on tour until he began suffering from other ailments. He died at his home in Beverly Hills, California of complications resulting from liver failure, on June 10, 2004, at the age of 73. His funeral took place on June 18, 2004, at the First African Methodist Episcopal Church of Los Angeles with numerous musical figures in attendance. B.B. King, Glenn Campbell, Stevie Wonder and Wynton Marsalis each played a tribute at the funeral. He was interred in the Inglewood Park Cemetery. The remaining 8 shows of his 2014 tour were cancelled because of health problems caused by complications from high blood pressure and diabetes. King died in his sleep on May 14, 2015, at the age of 89, from vascular dementia caused by a series of small strokes, as a consequence of his type 2 diabetes. 2 of his daughters alleged that King was deliberately poisoned by 2 associates trying to induce diabetic shock. However, an autopsy showed no evidence of poisoning. Campbell died in Nashville, Tennessee, on August 8, 2017, at the age of 81. Vandross died on July 1, 2005, at the JFK Medical Center in Edison, New Jersey, at the age of 54 of a heart attack. On November 10, 2006, Gerald Levert was found dead in his bed at his Cleveland, Ohio, home, when his cousin tried to wake him. Initial reports stated that Levert had died of an apparent heart attack. This movie was presented by Toho Company Limited.